A film, Witness, from 1985, directed by Peter Weir, starring Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis. Um, Quite an interesting one. I never saw it in the theaters that I recall. I remember seeing it on cable and getting caught up in this kind of clash of cultures. You have this detective from the city who has to go into Amish country to protect Kelly McGillis's character and her son, played by Lucas Haas, very well, I might add. It really showed me what a great actor Harrison Ford can be when he chooses to be. I can't even. That's not fair to him. He's always a good actor. It's just he's not always put in roles that allow him that sort of depth. They are joined, by the way, by Viggo Mortensen, Danny Glover, Patti LuPone, and a whole bunch of others. Very well cast, very well acted. Australian director Peter Weir, who you also know from Gallipoli, The Year of Living Dangerously, The Truman Show, Dead Poets Society, and a bunch of other stuff. Really knows his way around the camera and how to best utilize his cast. So it's a real nail biter of a film. There's a whole bunch of chemistry between Harrison Ford and Kelly McGillis, which is interesting because they have that chemistry despite the cultural differences. And then she also has separate chemistry with Lucas Haas, who plays her son. And I mentioned before, I must give a shout out to Viggo Mortensen, who is just stellar in this film. So, I'm sure a bunch of you are familiar with it, but maybe not everyone. It takes you on a journey into places you don't usually get to take a journey into. And what's an enjoyable thing about this aspect is it's not over exaggerated. There is a tendency when you see Amish anything that it's all the cliches and everyone is like a two-dimensional cardboard cutout of an Amish person with lots of buggies. And there's you can't get away from this is Amish culture. However, what Weir does, and I can't think of the writers. That's okay. You can look them up. Uh, they approach it realistically and intelligently. These are people. This is their lifestyle. They don't exaggerate it. They don't judge it. They just present it. And how they react to Harrison Ford is fascinating, and the work his character puts in to not only keep these people safe, but not disrupt having a respect for a community that is not his is a telling and a wonderful aspect of this film. He's not there to go, you all live in the past and something, and I'm trying to bring you up to date. No. He's saying to himself within here, I'm speaking for him, by the way, I must not make too big a ripple in their culture because I don't have the right to. And that's a refreshing look at that. That's one of the high points. That's why this film made what did it say? It cost 12 million to make. It made over 117 million back in 1985. That's pretty darn good. I believe the screenplay won an Academy Award, as it should. So, what am I saying to you? I'm saying this is a great film that's worth your time. Please go watch it. If you know it, it's time to watch it again. Uh, it's one of those. Sometimes you'll see films and you go, that actually made me a little less intelligent. This is not one of those. This is a sophisticated film, very sophisticated film, that will do your spirit well to watch. So, from 1985, the film is Witness. The director is Peter Weir. The leads are Harrison Ford, Kelly McGillis, and young Lucas Haas. That's what I got for you this week. I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye bye.